Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a pick a card reading. It's clues about your soul's purpose in this lifetime. So, if you're curious about your purpose, if this is something that you've been thinking about and you've had confusion around, and something that you've been trying to figure out, hopefully today's reading will give you a little bit of insight into what your soul's purpose might entail. Um, we have three different piles here. We've got pile 1, 2, and 3. Intuitively feel out which pile resonates with you more, which pile you're more drawn to. And hopefully, within that pile will be a message that can help you understand your soul's purpose in this lifetime. All right, let's get started. Hi, group 1. All right, if you chose this pile, this is your message with clues about your soul's purpose in this lifetime. I think that for many of us, especially if you're on a spiritual journey, this is a big piece of information that people seek out. I know for myself, it took a long time to find my soul purpose. So I'm hoping today this reading can just help give you a little insight into what that might be, what that might look like, things that are involved with what you should be doing that align with your soul's purpose. Okay, let's see what we get here. Group 1, your soul's purpose. Ooh, okay, that one went flying out. Ooh, wow. Okay, you've got Pleiades, double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. Okay, so you guys might be star seeds. You guys might originate from the Pleiades star system. And if you're not familiar with that, there's tons of information online that you can look at to learn more about the Pleiades in general. Um, but I would say for most of you, you're definitely a star seed for this card to show up. Star seeds, our mission here is to uplift humanity. We are set to recode the vibration here within ourselves, others, the earth, and our star system. This is a massive, massive undertaking that your soul signed up for. Okay. So, this is a really encouraging card to get right off the bat. I feel like what a perfect card to show up. Um, so, your mission here is to uplift humanity. Now, what does that look like? For each of us, it's different. You don't have to be some public figure that's out, writing books or making videos or, teaching classes. You can if you want to do those things. And for some star seeds, that will be the way. For others, simply existing and having your vibration permeate the people around you and the communities that you're in is your mission, is enough. Okay, so I think sometimes with star seeds and with like a card like this that says like, channeling and uplifting humanity, that sounds incredibly profound. That sounds incredibly overwhelming, right? You don't have to be on some like grand mission, okay? Literally you just existing here in this time frame on earth right now is enough. For some of us, that's all it is just our energy, our vibration is going to impact those around us. Okay? Because if you are a star seed and if you are from the Pleiades star system, your set default vibration is going to be higher than those that are not star seeds, those that are earthlings. So just your raised vibration being here around others that might be of lower vibration because they are not star seeds, they did not originate from a higher vibrational star system, you're going to impact it, you're going to uplift it. Now, for others, maybe you do have some grand idea. Maybe you want to start a YouTube channel. Maybe you want to write a book. Maybe you want to teach classes. Maybe you want to do Reiki. Maybe you want to do energy healing or light language. If any of these resonate with you, and of course there's more, there's a bunch other, pursue it. Learn about it. Go to a class. Start working in your community to offer these services. Okay. Whatever it is, it could be yoga, it could be therapy. Whatever you feel drawn to, pursue it. And again, I want to stress, don't feel like in order for you to live out your soul's mission, it has to be like, I'm getting paid for it and there's products and services around it and I'm a public persona. None of these things have to happen. Okay. I really want to stress that because I think, especially in this day and age with media, social media, anyone becomes like a TikTok sensation or goes viral. And there's almost this like pressure that to be successful, we need some like brand online recognition. And that is not the case. We need those people, yes, but we also need people that are simply being. Okay. This card wanted to come out. So just simply being yourself, for some of you, that literally could be your mission. Like permeate the energy of your higher vibration to those around you and just like lead by example. And that will be enough. We also have the Great Gathering. It's all coming together, intuitive hits, soul tribe. Okay, so maybe some of you, part of your soul's mission is going to be finding those that resonate with the things that you're into, finding your community, gathering with those that have like mindsets, like interests, attending classes, workshops, things that just anything that you're naturally like guided by, like things that you're interested in. That's your soul's way of saying, this is your mission. This has something to do with your mission. So I think following that path and coming together with people that are involved in similar activities is going to be part of the process for you. Now, this could be physically in your community, this could be online. Um, Finding like that soul tribe, right? Like things that you're interested in, people that resonate with that. For some of you too, part of your mission could be bringing people together. It's all coming together. So maybe for some of you, your mission involves some sense of bringing those around you together, whether it be family or maybe like a community of people that are interested in similar topics. Ooh, that card came right out. All right, we've got the Hierophant reversed. Okay, so I definitely think you guys are star seeds because the Hierophant, when it's reversed, is like going against structure within society. Okay. This is someone who thinks for themselves. This is someone who questions the status quo. And a lot of star seeds are like that because, again, a star seed's mission is to like change and uplift humanity as a whole. So there's a lot of like going against the grain type of energy that is involved with star seeds. Um, this is someone who like conceptualizes new ways of thinking, new ways of believing, new ways of doing something innovative, asking why, questioning why, coming up with solutions that feel more resonant versus what we're taught is the way that it is, if that makes sense. Being like unconventional, original. So if you're into something that just kind of goes against the grain, is maybe a little bit more esoteric or off the beaten path, your soul is telling you right now that like that's your journey. Trust it, believe in yourself, and really just trust the journey that you're going to be on with this, because this is going to be for um this is the path less traveled. Not that you're alone, you are not alone, but this is not the general status quo path that most people will take. You're going to be doing something that's a little bit more out there, I guess you could say. But that's a good thing. We need more of that. This card wanted to come out. All right, we've got Two of Swords, difficult decisions. Okay, so for some of you, there could be like maybe you potentially seeing your soul's path in two different forms. Like maybe you have multiple interests that you're just really inspired by, and you're not sure which path to go down. This could also be like having fear around making the decision to pursue this goal, because Two of Swords is like being mentally stuck, having like an inner conflict that you're just unable to make a decision about. Um, you're not fully committed to something. It's like it's maybe an idea in your mind, but you're not quite sure that it's the right path for you, or maybe there's fear around judgment. What are people going to think or say? And I understand all of that, because all the things that I'm really into are a little bit out there as well. And, it's hard to be open and out there with it because a lot of people aren't going to understand it. So if that resonates with some of you, maybe that's part of what you're struggling with. I think there could just be some confusion, excuse me, for others, that is like a decision that you have to make. Excuse me. And there's a struggle to make a decision. Take some time with what you're like stuck with, and maybe meditate about it too. Meditation is a great way to step out of the human mind and get into more of your soul space. And that's where the answers lie. Because the human mind is programmed to like analyze, organize, and protect. The soul is meant for expansion. It's like the opposite energy of like what the egoic human mind does, which is like self-preservation, analyzing. Things have to be like 1 + 1 = 2. But the soul doesn't work that way. So when you meditate, you get out of the human mental condition and you get into your soul space, which is where your passion lies, where your purpose lies, where your real being exists, where, like all of like who you truly are resides there. All right, let's see what other messages we can get here for you. Clues about Your soul's purpose in this lifetime for my group ones. Ooh, we've got a couple here. Another thing with the Two of Swords is could be like, this actually goes very much with the Hierophant reversed here. The Two of Swords can also talk about information that is hidden. And the reason I say that is she's got her blindfold on. All right, so look, she's blindfolded. There's a hiding. There's something like unseen, literally. So, and the Hierophant is similar to that because, again, the Hierophant is someone who is kind of like a trailblazer. You're going into the unseen. You're blazing a new trail. And so I think that part of your mission here has to do with like hidden information, the unseen, the unknown. For some of you, you might be trailblazers and into information that isn't widely known or expanding on something that's currently esoteric and maybe like just being introduced into the human collective. Maybe you're meant to expand on that knowledge. And you know, that could be things like the Reiki, the energy healing, light language, channeling, all of these more esoteric type of practices that are starting to become introduced into more mainstream. But for the collective of humanity, it's still a lot of unknowns. And you might be someone who's really meant to kind of like expand in those areas to bring more information, more understanding, shedding more light into these concepts. All right, we've got life is speeding up. So I think when you start following your soul's purpose more, following the nudging of your soul, you're going to find that life feels like it's just moving really fast. And you know the saying, time flies when we're having fun. I think that's part of it. When we're in alignment, when we're vibrating at a higher frequency, time does seem to pass faster. And so I think you going down this path of like, this is my soul's journey. This is what I'm interested in. This is what I feel called to do. You're going to get this sense that life is moving faster because you're enjoying it more. You're having more fun. And then we've got time to collaborate. Okay, yeah, that fits here with like soul tribe gathering. Okay, so collaboration. For some of you, collaboration is going to be a huge piece of your soul's purpose in this lifetime. So this could look like, you know, looking for people that are interested in similar topics and practices, and you are going to collaborate together to like put the pieces together to the puzzle, right? To like fit some pieces maybe that were missing, some hidden information. For others, I think this could just reiterate the idea that you're going to be working with people, like the collaboration of like perhaps you with a client, collaborating on their well-being, you providing your service, them coming to you, you guys coming together, putting those pieces together so that there's healing for them or there's growth for them or there's expansion for them. So keep your mind set to who can you collaborate with, who can you learn from, and who can you help. Okay. And then we've got the giraffe spirit. See the big picture. Yeah, and so for star seeds, this is kind of like a natural thing that I think happens. And again, it's because we're vibrating at a higher rate, and the information that we're taking in tends to be a little bit deeper than maybe those who are not star seeds. So you're definitely someone who sees the big picture, which is, by the way, why like the Hierophant reverse showed up, because it's easier to go against conformity when you see the big picture, right? Like if you have a line of people walking to the edge of a cliff and everyone's just following the person in front of them because that's all they're focused on is like, who do I follow? They don't see the big picture that the cliff is right in front of them. But when you're more awakened, you see the bigger picture a lot clearer, a lot easier. So you're going to see that cliff even though you're at the back of the line, and you're going to say, "Wait a second, I'm not following this line. This is not for my highest good." And so you're definitely someone who sees the big picture. All right, let's see. What other information can I get for my group ones? Soul's purpose in this lifetime. Also, three animal cards came out when I was shuffling that deck, which usually with this deck, it's hard to get one to fly out, but three did. So I'm also hearing that for some of you, animals, working with animals is your soul's purpose. Okay. All right, we've got these two. You've got ladder, climbing towards success. Your soul is telling you that if you follow these nudges, these little like anything that you're passionate about and interested in, if you follow this path, you will have success. And remember, you don't have to have it all figured out. Some of it is going to be hidden to you. This going down a path, it's not like you're going to know all of the challenges and situations you might run into, but you will figure it out and you will have success. So if part of your holdback on like maybe pursuing things that you're interested in is like fear around not having it all figured out, you don't have to. You don't have to. Just keep climbing each rung, like just keep going. It will unfold for you as you continue to go down the journey. We've also got a stubborn, aggressive person. So for some of you, maybe there's someone in your life that you're dealing with that is very stubborn, and maybe is like aggressive towards your interests and some of your passions. Spirit is saying, don't let them hold you back. Keep in mind that the way that people react is more of a reflection on who they are than who you are. So let's say I don't know, like you've got this idea of your soul's purpose, like this is the journey you want to go down. It's a little bit unconventional, non-traditional. And let's say maybe your parents are having a hard time appreciating it or respecting it, and they're being very stubborn, maybe telling you like that's not a good trail to go down, that's not a good endeavor to pursue. Spirit is saying right now, don't let this persuade you. You will have success. See the big picture. This is your life. You get to choose to live it the way that you want. And keep in mind, passion is your soul's way of speaking to you. Okay? Because remember, your soul can't verbally just have a conversation with you the way that you could with another human, right? Your soul speaks to you in little like nudges and interests and like passion. Passion is your soul's way of telling you, this is your mission. This is it. If you have that passionate type of feeling about something, do not let someone who's stubborn or aggressive dissuade you. It is more of a reflection of their closed mindedness, of their maybe lack of their own consciousness expansion than it is of you. You are vibrationally aligned. You are resonating higher. You have a higher purpose. You see the big picture. You have a mission to uplift humanity. Uplifting humanity, you're going to run into stubborn and aggressive people. Humans are known to be stubborn and aggressive. We're one of the most aggressive species in the entire universe. So this is part of your mission though, is to keep pursuing what you are passionate about despite anyone that has this energy. Oh gosh, I just got chills. And see, when I get chills, that is my spirit's way of saying, yes, yes, that's right. That you said it. Like that's accurate. That's true, real truth. All right, let's see what else we get for you. I love this reading though. I feel like this reading is very on point with me as well. Like this is all of these cards fit perfectly with my own journey of trying to figure out my soul's purpose. And believe me, like I've dealt with this, but I've overcome it and you can too. All right. Ooh, this card is sticking out. It really wants to come out. Oh my gosh, look at the message you got. Hope, like an idea, or I'm sorry, hope, an idea like a single acorn can start a wondrous forest. So, hope is going to be like a key part for you here. And again, this is like, this gets into like just despite what others might say, despite what others might feel or how they might react, like remember you are a star seed. Like your mission here is different, to go against the status quo. Climb the ladder, collaborate with those that resonate with you, see the big picture, have hope that you will figure this out, have hope that pursuing the things that you're actually passionate about are meant for your soul's purpose. Oh my gosh, look at what just showed up. Wander on the path less traveled. What you find might surprise you. I mean, could that be any more perfect for this reading? You are literally on the path less traveled. You are totally, I feel like you all have to be star seeds if you're watching this message. What you find might surprise you. Like have hope that where you're going will actually surprise you in beautiful ways. Like I think that if you really pursue where you're being led to naturally, you know, your interests, your passions, no matter how like out there they are, I think you are just going to like, life is going to look so different for you once you really get going down this path, that like time is going to fly by. You're going to have so much success. You're going to find your soul tribe. Remember, this card said soul tribe. You're going to find that soul tribe. You're going to like build this wondrous forest. It's going to evolve into something greater than I think you could have ever imagined for it to. What a beautiful reading. Okay, guys, that's all I have for you on this reading. But I'm telling you to pursue what you feel called to. Do not get stuck on like the details or the fears about what others might say. Just push that aside. As hard as that might be, tell yourself, despite all of my fears, I'm going to pursue this passion. And I'm going to have hope and trust that it will lead me to success and things that will actually surprise me. All right. That's all I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. And I'm wishing you guys so much luck on this journey. I know it can be a scary one, but speaking from personal experience, once you really just kind of stop caring about all the fears and worries and you just say like, you know what, I'm going to trudge forward despite all of that. It just starts unfolding and becoming more and more natural, and it's so enjoyable and it feels so resonant and so fulfilling. So take it from me, just pursue it, just go for it. All right, guys, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you on the next one. All right, bye. All right, hello, group 2. If you chose this pile, this is going to be your reading that has clues about your soul's purpose in this lifetime. All right, so let's dive right in. We're going to start with tarot and see what we can get for you. Spirit, my group 2s, that card wants to come out right off the bat. Okay. We've got the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. So this is a good card to start off the reading with. This is about overcoming some sort of challenge that's physical. Now, this can be financial. This could be your health. This could be something concerning like your home. Anything that's like physical and tangible in your life. This is a recovery from a hardship. Okay. So I think that part of your soul's mission could be healing, because this is the card of healing. This is the card of recovery. This is the card of like hope coming back into the picture. Okay. So for some of you, that might be therapy. That could be energy healing. That could be, Reiki. That could be light language. That could be any sort of modality that's involved into the healing space. Maybe, becoming a doctor or a nurse, helping people heal. Ooh, and wow. Okay. And we've got the 4 of Pentacles in reverse as well. Um, for some of you, this could look more financial. Like maybe some of you, your soul's purpose is to help people financially recover from something. Um, this is also the card of like charity and like generosity giving. Okay. So maybe for some of you, like you're going to be involved in some sort of charitable organization that helps to people that are maybe less fortunate. Okay. Maybe for some of you, your mission is to help people that have had some sort of significant loss in their life. Um, I say significant because both of these came out reverse. And so this could be something like, people that have really gone through some trauma, and you're meant to help financially get them back on their feet, emotionally get them back on their feet, what have you, something like that. We've also got the 8 of Wands. Um, this is a card of like high energy, rapid change, a lot of movement, a lot of passion is involved in this type of energy. Okay. So there's definitely a passion here that you have that is like a quick moving type of energy. Like, is there something that you're really excited about that just really like sparks a light in you? Your soul is saying, follow that. Whatever that is, follow that. Whatever gives you that, like, oh my gosh, I just feel so compelled. I'm so drawn to this, or I'm so emotionally invested into this. Something like that, something that really sparks like a energetic feeling within you. Okay, that is going to be a clue to your soul's purpose in this lifetime. Okay, those energies and those feelings exist for a reason. Then we've got the Nine of Wands in reverse. Okay, the Nine of Wands, when it's upright, is like when you're persevering through like a battle. Like you've already kind of been battled and bruised, and you're a little bit, what's the word I'm looking for? You're a little bit drained, you're a little bit battered, I guess is the word that keeps coming to my mind. Like you've gone through a beating, but you're still standing, and you've got your guard up, and you've got your, boundaries put in place. So when it's reverse, this is like when you're struggling to kind of like hold up that last boundary. Okay? You're feeling a bit just like you're burnout. Okay? So I think clues to your soul's mission here is going to be involved with helping people that have had some significant trauma in their life. You're meant to help them recover and heal. And for each of you watching, that might look different. It will look different because healing is complex. There's a lot of slices to the pie that contribute to someone's healing. So, more than one modality is a good thing. We need that. Um, so, again, like I'm almost like kind of hearing like you're fighting for the underdog. Like you're seeing the people that have maybe been taken advantage of, have been hurt badly, have had a significant loss, significant trauma, and you feel really compelled to to be there for them. Maybe these are people that have lost so much that your heart just breaks knowing what it is that they've gone through. And you want to be an advocate for them. You want to help them recover and get back on their feet. Like real life-changing work. It could be helping people that literally feel like they're on their last leg, like they have nothing left to give. Okay, like maybe you're there for those people that are dealing with those situations. Look at that, perfect card to come out with today's reading. What is your soul calling you to do? So this is spirit saying, what is your soul calling you to do? Where do you feel drawn? Like intuitively deep down, you know what it is. You know the general direction of what it is you're meant to do. Spirit is saying, answer the call. Answer it. Then we've got Council of Light, divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. So this is like your spirit guides. This is your higher self. These are your angels, whatever it is that you believe in. They're here to tell you, like, what's happening in your life, the way things are unfolding, is all divine orchestration. Okay. So, whatever situation you're finding yourself in regards to your soul's purpose, for some of you, you might feel like you've got it figured out, you're on the path, it's flowing, maybe you don't have everything figured out, but you're kind of moving along. For others, you might still be confused. Maybe there's fear around what you really want to pursue, and you're looking for some sort of confirmation from the universe that, yes, this is it. If that's the case, here's your sign. They're telling you, however life has unfolded for you and whatever situation and predicament you're in right now, this is divinely orchestrated. Okay, so like trust where you are, trust your intuition, because your soul has this general knowing of what your purpose is, where you're supposed to go. So answer that call. Let's see what else we can get for you. My group twos, your soul's purpose. We've got wonder, transcendence, reverence. Okay, so what gives you wonder in life? That's in alignment with where your purpose is. Is there something that you revere, that you like look at people doing a certain thing and you think like, "Oh my gosh, that's amazing for them. Like, I would love to do something like that." Is there something that inspires you in that type of reverence way? If so, like that's your soul's mission. Wander into that direction. Let's see what else we can get for you. Then we've got structure, build a strong foundation. Yeah, so that's always a great reminder, because to do things successfully, we need a good foundation, especially when it's long term things. And so today we're talking about your soul's purpose. That's more of a long term thing. So, in order to have success, you do need to build a strong foundation. Okay. So, get to the basics, start there. And that will also help with those of you that are maybe feeling hesitation or fear or confusion or, you know, all of these things. Start with the basics. Just break it down to like basic starting points. If I were to pursue X, something that you're interested in, let me reverse engineer it. Where do I need to start? What are the information topics that I need to learn and master to get me started on this journey? Who can I connect with that can help me understand what it is I need to understand? Who can I look to and revere for inspiration? All of these types of ways of thinking is going to help get these juices flowing for you to get started. And just start simple. Start at the very basic level of what it is you're trying to accomplish. And once you get started and you build your foundation, the flow of the rest of the path is just going to start unfolding for you more and more. You just have to trust in the process. Ooh, that one flew out. And then we've got frog spirit, clear out the clutter. Okay, so I think what I just heard is mental clutter. Okay, clear out whatever mental clutter is preventing you from starting this journey and building your strong foundation. Now, for others, this could be like a literal clear out your physical clutter. Okay. Like maybe your home needs to be cleaned out. Maybe for some of you, because we do have pentacles here, which is like your physical, tangible world. Maybe for some of you, this is going to be like helping others clear their space, their physical space, or make it beautiful. Like maybe some of you want to pursue interior design. Maybe some of you want to be a professional organizer. Maybe some of you want to help people who are hoarders because that's physical things, but it's also very emotional as well. And so there's a lot of healing that needs to happen for people that struggle with those types of issues. All right. More information for my group twos, please, Spirit. Ooh, that one flew over there. All right, you've got slowly but surely getting ahead. Yeah, so I think this fits nicely with what I'm seeing here because you're being called to kind of start at the beginning and like build your strong foundation. And again, with long term goals, slow and steady wins the race, guys, right? You've got a lot of energy here with the Eight of Wands, like a lot of high, fast paced, passionate, inspirational type of energy. Make sure you pair it well with taking your time to finalize details, build your foundation, do things the right way so you can set yourself up for success. Ooh, sorry, that one flew on the floor. Let me get it. All right, and then we've got casket, someone going out of your life or the end of a situation. Okay, so the way I'm seeing this card is you could be helping people who are dealing with some sort of, significant loss, like death of a loved one. Okay. But it also says end of a situation. Casket is symbolic of death, of course. Death is really, it's the ending of one thing, but it's also the beginning of another. And so I think that you are really helping people end a situation that is involved with a deep loss that they are feeling, or the end of a way of being. Like, let's say, for example, like you are going to take on helping people that maybe need to get their homes organized or hoarding. You're going to help them create the end of that situation that maybe they're stuck in. Whatever your purpose is, it's definitely here to significantly help and change people's lives for the better. All right, that card wanted to come out. Oh my gosh, we've got clearing, make room for growth. Okay, so we've got clear out the clutter. We've got clearing on this card. Yeah, I mean, I think you're helping people clear what isn't serving them anymore. And again, for each of you, this is going to be different. There's so many ways that this could manifest. But your soul's purpose is involved with helping people clear out what is not for their highest good, whether it's emotional, whether it's financial, whether it's physical things like their home and the items within their home, whether it's something within their health. Like, let's use cancer as example. Cancer is like cell clutter. Cancer is disease in the body. It's something that needs to be cleared out. Maybe for some of you, you're going into healthcare to help people clear out diseases from their physical bodies. Maybe you're doing energy work that's clearing out heavy, dense energy from people's bodies. And then we've got friends. The most unlikely friendships can form like variegated lichens on, I don't even know if I said that right, lichens on hard rock. They create a tight bond. So I'm seeing that whatever your soul's purpose is, it will create tight bonds with people. And the reason for this is you're really going to change their lives. Like you're offering something to them that will change their life in a profound way going forward. And so in doing so, you'll probably find a lot of long lasting connections with some of the people that you're helping just because you guys have gone through so much together to like clear out what wasn't serving them anymore. And you're going to have such an impact on their life. So, this is a beautiful reading. And I hope it's leaving you feeling inspired to like take that leap of faith if you haven't already and to like go down the path that you feel called to. I'm hoping it's also going to give some of you like more clarity around maybe what your purpose is and maybe gives you the confidence to own it and claim it. Okay? All right, guys. Well, that's all I have for your reading today. But I thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one, hopefully. All right, bye. Hi, Group 3. If you chose this pile, this is your reading about clues that are about your soul's purpose in this lifetime. So let's see what we get for you. My Group 3s. Ooh. All right, we've got Sacred Feminine, Creation, Receptive, Nurture. All right, so for some of you, you could be creators, like digital creators, social media, writers, artists, anything where you're creating something, okay? But you also have nurture on here and sacred feminine. So for some of you, it could be, becoming a mother or a father, nurturing people, maybe going into healthcare. But a lot of that feminine feminine type of energy of creation, nurturing, caring for, okay? And that can show up in a variety of different ways. Let's see if we can get another card. My Group 3s. For some of you, it really could just be like having a family. And that's a huge mission. And I think for others of you, it will be to literally to be creating things. All right, I think that deck, there's no more that Spirit wants to say. So we're going to get some tarot cards here to get more information. For my Group 3s, their soul's purpose. Oop, had a card fly off onto the floor. All right. Ooh, we've got the World Reverse. So this is a card of either like personal closure to something, okay? Like a personal goal that's like internal that maybe you're not as vocal about. It's more of just like again, like a personal thing that's like just for you. You don't share it with a lot of people. Um, so maybe like there's something inside you that you just feel like you can't share, or you like are fearful to share with others that are clues to your soul's purpose. Okay, so excuse me, take that as one interpretation. Um, it could also be a bit karmic, okay? Like things that just keep showing up repeatedly for you that you're like, okay, why does this keep happening to me? Like, why do I keep running into this sort of challenge or situation? And that could be clues to your soul's purpose as well. Is there some sort of struggle that you have repeatedly faced? If so, that could be maybe you're meant to help people that are dealing with similar struggles. Okay. All right, we've got a couple more here. All right, we've got Three of Cups. This is all about community and celebrating life, like enjoying the fruits of life with people that you're close with, people that you like to spend time with. So your soul's mission, I think, is going to be create those um, connections, okay, where you can share joy, where you can celebrate life's victories and commune during, life's hardships. We've also got the Star here. All right, this is all about like your inner compass and your healing and like having your heart chakra just light on fire because you're like so in alignment with your soul. Ooh, okay. And then we've got the moon. The moon is all about what is hidden, okay? What is unknown. Your soul's purpose has something to do with creating or nurturing for those around you, and look to challenges that you repeatedly have faced. There's going to be clues in those challenges that are part of your soul's mission. And that's such a great example of why I love like the whole saying, life is happening for you, not to you. I mean, it literally could be that some of these struggles that you have repeatedly faced, the reason you have is because it's meant to teach you something that will guide you on a path that is your soul's purpose. And I'm almost getting the sense that like you're meant to help people that are like going through those similar challenges that you just keep repeatedly encountering in your life. And if you start pursuing these little nudges from your soul, you're going to feel like this spark light up in your heart. Like it's going to feel so right. So even if there's confusion right now about, exactly what your purpose is and the direction to go or the steps to take, um, don't worry. Just like go down the path, okay? Like go down the path. You're going to encounter challenges. There's going to be unknowns. There's going to be obstacles. Um, but within it is success, celebration with others, helping others. Okay. Let's see what else we can get for my group threes. Soul's purpose in this lifetime. Another thing that I'm hearing is um, whatever, like let your soul illuminate what feels unknown to you right now. Like you've got the moon here and you've got the moon in this card here. And see how in this picture, the moon is like illuminating onto them, like literally drinking and celebrating. It's like following your intuition and shining a light on like what you feel called to do is what's going to bring you the most happiness. Then we've got boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Okay, so for some of you, that could be your soul's purpose is to help others understand the value of boundaries, to set their own boundaries. And that goes a lot into, nurture. If you think about if you're a parent and you're nurturing your child, not only do you have your own boundaries with your child, but you teach them to have their own boundaries. Okay? This can also be a message from spirit saying, literally, where do you need to establish better boundaries? Okay? Like I'm hearing this, if that's resonant, like with your time and with the people that you're involved with. Okay? Like in this picture, she's, it's like she's, all these hands are like reaching out, seemingly like almost wanting something from her time, her attention, her energy. And she's she's protecting herself because she knows she can't give to everyone until she's given to herself first. And so where in your life can you establish better boundaries? And by doing so, will your energy be more freed up? Will your time be more freed up to pursue your soul's passion? Like maybe it's time to get serious about your time and energy and where it's spent. And in doing so, that could help you get more clear about, okay, what's my purpose? What am I meant to do? I think that deck has exhausted itself. Let's go to this deck. I only shuffle until it feels right. So I kind of get this intuitive nudge of when there's not another message in a particular deck. And once I get it, I respect it. Okay, let's see. What else is about group 3? There's Soul's Path, Spirit. This one also wanted to come out. All right, we've got Dear Spirit, bring a gentle touch. So this fits nicely in with, you've got the sacred feminine here. So I definitely think that some of you, your soul's purpose is going to be like caregiving, helping people, nurturing, maybe being a parent, starting a family, okay? Working with children, maybe being a teacher, okay? Nurturing future generations, okay? And then we've got Wolf Spirit, turn knowledge into wisdom. And that's funny. I just said be a teacher, and you've got turn knowledge into wisdom, which is something that teachers do. So whatever knowledge you have, sorry, I just bumped the camera. Whatever knowledge you have, oh my gosh, I just had those fly out. I don't know if you guys could see that, but they very aggressively flew out. Okay. Whatever knowledge you have about a particular like passion or interest that you are, wanting to pursue, turn it into wisdom. And I think the way that you turn knowledge into wisdom is through experience. Spirit is saying like just go down the path, start walking the walk, take your first steps. That's going to turn this knowledge and interest that you have about this particular thing into wisdom. Ooh, and then you've got a marriage will take place either romantic or business. So again, like it says romantic or business. So this is not necessarily a romantic marriage. Marriage can be, it's just a connection of two things or two people, right? So, but for some of you, this literally again reiterates the idea of like maybe your purpose here is to start a family. And I feel called to say, if I think there's going to be some of you out there that might have this feeling of wanting to start a family and maybe wanting to be like a stay at home mom or a stay at home dad, but there's fear or anxiety around putting your career on the back burner, or maybe just saying you're done with your career and literally like this is your purpose, is like to be a mom. If you're struggling with feelings of how do I let go of my career, or what are people going to think if I just want to be a stay at home parent, there is no greater endeavor than raising a child. So some of you but just might need to hear that. Like, it's okay if you are like, you know what, I don't want a career. Your soul's purpose doesn't have to be career based, it can be family based. Like, if your purpose is literally to just have a child and raise a family, that's amazing. So, there's that. Another interpretation here is um, it could be that your soul's purpose is involving a business partnership of some kind. Okay. So take that for what it's worth. That will resonate with some of you and might not for others. Oh my God. Okay. I mean, this is why I love what I do, because you can't get any more clear than this. Okay. Birth or conception of a child or enterprise. Okay. Yes. I think there's going to be like two divides here, almost like two opposites with this reading. I think half of you, your purpose is literally to have a family and raise a family and put all of your energy into raising, healthy, emotionally, spiritually, physically healthy kids that are going to like make the world a better place. And I think for others of you, you're going to start a business. Um, it's going to be like a partnership will be crucial. So this could be like maybe you're going into business with a partner and you guys have this great idea for something, whatever it is. But I feel like it's going to be split between like business, like starting your own business or starting a family. And both are completely fine choices. And we need both in the world. We need people that are going to start businesses. We need people that are going to have families and put all of their energy into raising their children. Um, so that's just really cool. I love the synchronicity of everything. All right, let's see any final messages here for my group threes. Soul's purpose in this lifetime. All right, risk. Learn to grow wherever you are planted. It's a great reminder. In life, we have plans and ideas of things that we want to do. And we kind of, our human mind kind of like pieces it all together of like, okay, it should look like X, Y, and Z. And like this is going to happen and that's going to happen. This is going to happen. And it never, goes to plan, right? Like, when have you pursued something that's, worthy of like more than a day's time that ever went totally to plan? It never does. And that's the beauty of having a human experience in 3D reality is we are presented with challenges, okay? It is your soul came here to grow. Your soul came here for expansion, and you cannot do that without being uncomfortable sometimes. You cannot do that without challenge. And so, Spirit is saying, don't try to have all the details figured out of the way things should happen or the way things should look. Just trust where you are and learn to grow wherever you are planted. Okay, it's probably not going to look exactly how you want it, exactly how you expect it, but it's not supposed to. It's supposed to be a little bit uncomfortable. It's supposed to be a little bit of a challenge. It's supposed to be a little bit surprising. You know what I mean? Like and if you can learn to roll with it and trust, I think that's the other piece. Trust that it's still working out for you. You're going to keep going. And you honestly might be led into like a path that looks even better than you expected. Okay. So learn to grow wherever you are planted. Learn to grow in the forest of things that surround you, good and bad. We're not, earth is not heaven. Earth is meant to be like a challenging place for us so that we can grow. Yeah, and then we've got flow. Go with the flow as water trickles down a stream. Do not hurry. So go with the flow. It kind of gets into what I was saying here. Like, go with the flow of where you're at. Okay. And if you think about a stream, there's, rocks and there's probably tree limbs and, debris that gets in the stream. And so the water has to flow around it. Streams are not straight lines where there's just, no challenges or no impasses. Um, so Spirit is saying for your soul's mission and being on this journey of your soul's purpose, make sure you go with the flow. Okay. You're going to encounter rocks in the stream. You're going to encounter challenges that you're going to have to flow around. Okay. Do not hurry is also a message in here. So for some of you, that's going to be important. Take your time. I think anytime we're talking about soul purpose, there has to be some sense of enjoyment. Okay. Because the soul's way of communicating with you is through passion. You enjoy things that you're passionate about. So there has to be some sense of enjoyment here. You also have the Three of Cups. This is a card of enjoyment. Okay. They are celebrating. They're dancing, they're drinking, they're, embracing each other. This is a card of joy. So don't forget to enjoy the process, flow, and learn to grow wherever you are planted, whatever, situations and challenges come up on your journey. Have boundaries with yourself and with others that protect you and keep you in alignment with your soul's purpose. Okay. And if you follow the notes here from Spirit, you're going to have success because if you follow your soul's purpose, if you're in alignment with your soul's resonant energy, you can't go wrong. You just can't. Okay. So I think this was a beautiful reading, and I'm hoping it's leaving you feeling inspired and maybe giving some of you permission to pursue your soul's passion, even if it seems to go against what you might fear. I'm hoping it's leaving you feel empowered to pursue it. All right. Well, that's all for this reading today. But I thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one, I hope. All right. Bye bye.